All right. Hold on. I need to get my hands ready, I guess. That's not going to sit. I'm wasting my 10 minutes. There we go. Okay. So hey, everybody. My name's Taylor Jones. I'm from Kitchener, like Julia said. My username is just @TJ. Don't ask how I got it. It's top secret. I didn't get it in 2006, so don't worry about it. So it was May 25th, 2011, and I was doing what any regular 21-year-old would be doing. I was sitting at my kitchen table, and I was flipping through some old photo albums with my family. And I came across this photo of my younger brother. His name's Landon, and we were looking through the old photo album, and he was wearing it was his third birthday. He's now 19, I believe, and he had a Winnie the Pooh cake, and he's wearing his Oshkosh Bagosh outfits and everything. You know how it was back in the 90s. And so I came across this photo in the album, and he was sitting directly across from me from where the initial photo, and I was sitting in the same spot where my mom was sitting. And so it's kind of like one of those weird moments, like everything like went slow motion. And I went into the plastic, because everybody has plastic photo albums, right? So we went into the plastic and pulled out this photo, and I held it up, and I was doing one of these, and I was looking, and I was like, oh, my mom still has like the same wooden cupboards from like 20 years ago. This is weird. But so I lined all the cupboards up, and I looked at the kitchen countertops and lined that all up, and then I was like, hey, how can I put this online? So I thought, okay, well, I know Tumblr, so maybe I can put it on Tumblr. And so I went and grabbed my camera right away, and I took a photo of it. And we flipped through more of the photo album, and I came across probably around 5 or 6 more photos from around the house. I went to my front yard, I went to my backyard, I went to my front foyer, and yeah, I took the exact same deer photographs by holding it up. Like you can see in this photo here, it's kind of in the from the past and the present is what I like to call it. So let me just put it sideways here. Uh-oh. I have to keep it straight. Maybe I have to keep it up. Okay. And so yeah. So there, like I said, there's five more photos from the house, and I put them on Tumblr. And when you upload to Tumblr, I don't know if most of you will know, when you put up a photo, it asks you for a caption. And I thought, okay, how can I talk to this photo, and how can I say something so people can understand what I feel about this juxtaposition between the past and the present? So I uploaded it, and I said, okay, when people write letters to each other, they write Dear Whoever. And I was talking to the photograph, so I wrote Dear Photograph. And I posted the 6 photos, and in Kitchener-Waterloo, as like Jeff even said earlier, it's a pretty tight-knit, like, awesome community. So I put it out there, and everybody started sharing it. And I was working at Research in Motion at the time. I was doing social media for BlackBerry. And I went into my boss one day, or the next day after I started the blog, and I was like, hey, I started this like website. Like, what are you thinking? He's like, oh, it's cool, man. Like, whatever. And so the next day I go in, I'm like, hey, yeah, like my website got 100 hits yesterday. And he's like, oh, that's awesome. Just go back to work. And then the third day I come in, I'm like, yeah, I got like 1,000 hits. He's like, oh, all right, well, again, go back to work. And then came in the third day, and it had like 8,000 hits. And he was like, okay, well, maybe I should actually look at it now. And so he looked at it, and he thought it was really cool. And then it was about a week or so later, I was out with my buddy, and we were about to go out for the night. And I was like, here, I just need to go and check inside and check my analytics on my website just to see how it did, because that's what nerds totally do, right? And so I went on Google Analytics, and I checked the Google Analytics, and I come back, and he's like, oh, so how many hits did you get? I was like, oh, I got 250,000 hits. So it hit the front page of Reddit, and it was crazy to be able to say that I have a website that's had 250,000 hits. It's pretty cool. And so after that, things really started to roll. Like Mashable's picked up a few stories now. Time Magazine named me #7 website in 2011. CBS named me #1. And the ball really started to get rolling. I ended up picking up a book deal from HarperCollins Publishers, and it's out now in Canada and the US. And it's filled with everybody's memories. So what happens is people send me their dear photographs, and I upload one a day. See if I can show you a few from within the book here. So here's an example of one. I don't know if you can see the top, but it's a child running on a path, or a boy running on a path, and he's kind of looking to the side. And the caption reads, "Dear photograph, Casey ran his school's 5-kilometer race in sandals." Uh-oh. 1 second. Come back up. There we go. Casey ran his school's 5-kilometer race in sandals and won the grade 5 to 8 division as a 6th grader. As he ran by, looking over at the cemetery, who would have known that 1 short year later, he would be buried there? It has been 12 years since Casey died in the fire, and I miss him so much. I wonder what kind of man he would be today at 24 years old. Life can be so very fragile. Make the moments count, Chris. So, like when I started this, I had no idea it could become something so emotional, because it was just a little photo of my brother. And it's really made me change as a person, because I'm just like 22 now, and right now I'm getting like 5 submissions a day from people from all over the world, like I said. And like I get to see all these people's memories, and it's something that's made me realize how I need to capture my memories. And for me, my mom's always had photo albums from around the house. And I always used to be really pissed off when we'd be at Disneyland or whatever, and she'd want 500 photos of me and Mickey. So like it makes me appreciate that kind of stuff now. And so memories is kind of what I like to preach about. I love taking photos. All my buddies think I take way too many photos. My mom takes tons of photos, and she's still in the scrapbooking store, which is kind of ironic how it all works out. And actually, funny story about my buddies. They always used to really get at me for being on the internet too much, because I would always be online. They'd be like, "Oh, come on, guys! Like, let's go out. Let's go party, Taylor." I'm like, "Oh no, I want to be on my computer." Like, "Oh no, let's go out and find some girls." I'm like, "I got my girls back at home. I got Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook." So, so they're always after me for being online and everything. And but it's crazy how it's all turned out. How like I feel like I have an eye for photography. I'm a creative person. I love the internet, and it's kind of all came into one, which is Dear Photograph. And I'm very thankful for all that. And so with the whole memories thing right now, I have 6 disposable cameras here. And I know no one uses disposable cameras, but you really should, because you need to have that physical memory of something. Like I have photos laying around my house, and it's a good conversation starter, because you're not going to all crowd, your whole family's not going to crowd around Facebook and after dinner and look through your Facebook profile pictures or your mobile uploads or whatever. You want to have something there. You want to have a photo of them. You want to have a memory that can last, because on Facebook it's not the right substance of something. It just doesn't seem right. And so I want to give out 6 disposable cameras. I don't know, should I throw them? I don't know. I know, yeah, you want one. I know you want one. Here you go. Okay, I'm just going to throw them. You got to catch them. Who? I see hands up over here. You can go. There we go. Nice catch. Who else over here? Home run. Who wants a home run? Oh, I don't know if I can do it that far. Hold on, I want to try for the home run. Ready? Ready? Here we go. I used to play baseball. Oh, there we go. All right, one more. Ugh. There we go, yeah. Okay, so I want you guys to make sure you take a lot of photos during the conference, or during, I guess, the rest of the conference tonight. I don't know if you're partying or whatever. I have my own, and I've been taking, I don't know if anybody's seen me take photos at the conference with the disposable camera. If you did, you probably gave me a really weird look. But, so yeah, like I said, like, memories are really important to me, and photos are really important to me, and I know I'm just going to keep on growing up loving photos and loving making memories. So I'm just going to end with something here. Like, I like to live my life, and I like to... I gave Jeff one, too. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, do another one. Yeah.
Take one of the audience view?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do one too. Let's photo shoot. Let's do it. One thing that I like to say at the end of every little speech I do is, after all I said, like having like all these memories and making memories, you really have to cherish them, because after all, like the flash of a camera, we could all be gone. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it.